And a lot of my investors, the first conversation, they say, "Oh, these returns are too good to be true." I just tell them they're not too good to be true. You're just not used to it.
What's the biggest kept secret when it comes to passively investing in multifamily deals, Kent, that you like to share with the audience?
The biggest secret is probably just that you can do it, and almost anybody can do it. And there are, these deals out there through a syndication format, which is essentially what a syndication is when a group of people pool their resources together for kind of a larger common goal, right? So in this case, it's to purchase a bigger, better property than any of us could do individually, right? And that these investments are out there, and these investments commonly return, two, three, even higher than that X what you would typically see in the stock market traditionally. And it was eye opening to me, who fancied myself a pretty savvy investor. I've invested actively in the stock market for probably 15 years at that point, and in other types of investments, startups and things, but had never heard of this idea. So when I thought real estate, I thought, the only thing I'd ever been exposed to was you go out and you buy a single family and you become a landlord. And that never really appealed to me. But when I learned you could actually invest with experts and invest right alongside them as they're putting their own money in, and get these type of returns. I mean, a lot of my investors, the first conversation, they say, "Oh, these returns are too good to be true." I just tell them they're not too good to be true. You're just not used to it. You just haven't, you're just fed the marketing of, the 401k groups and kind of the traditional paths. And so they're just not exposed to it. And once you're exposed to it and you understand the power, I mean, for me, it's been life-changing. I was able to create a business out of it, grow my wealth substantially in the past 5 years beyond what I could ever do in the stock market. And so that's why I really am just trying to tell as many people about that this is an option, and that you should be diversifying. If you look at the richest people in the world, I mean, their typical allocation for real estate is somewhere in like the 20 to 40% range. And when you look at a lot of kind of just normal individuals, right, most of their allocation in real estate is zero. And so I just asked the question of, well, if it works for the richest people in the world, why wouldn't it work for you? And I think it does for everybody.
I couldn't agree with you more. And growing up in the real estate industry with my mom and my dad, rentals and development, and in the Bay Area, I saw firsthand the ability to grow wealth, and then being able to go to Marcus and Millichap and start studying how to underwrite properties, how to make sense out of properties, how to sell properties, how to broker deals. I fell in love with multifamily at a young age, and once it clicks, it's almost like, you can't unsee what you've seen. The ability to raise rents and help provide housing for people, which is, to me, we're in a housing crisis, right? We're all in a housing crisis, right? And be able to make it as affordable as you can, especially if you're finding value add, forced appreciation opportunities.